Why, what's YouTube? Man, look, we back again with another episode of the Controversial Conversation Podcast, episode 4, you heard me? Why, look, you here with me, Los Angeles Street Vlog. You got my dog, Boot Boy. You got my dog, J Beast, and you got my dog, Mr. Money Good. What's with you?
Down with y'all, bro.
Down with y'all, bro.
Man, we
Good with it, fellas. Good with it, fellas.
We coolin', big old coolin'. All right, man, we're going to jump straight into it. You know how we do. We're going to start it off with the Donald Trump teleprompter betting scam. You heard me? I got a couple facts for you. His name was Gabriel Perez. He was under Fed investigation. He placed wagers on places like Kalshi, prediction markets, 100 grand in winnings. Not only placed the wager, but adjusted and backed out due to the information that he had behind the scenes. Man, what y'all think about that?
Like, hey, it looked like everybody close to Trump, they just been like that type of stuff been happening more and more. Like, not only that teleprompter dude, that's just the most recent one. But like before him, they had somebody in the army, like somebody that was high up in the army, making bets on like when they was gonna attack Iran. But he knew the information. So I can only imagine there's quite a few more people in government that's doing that type of stuff that just ain't caught, or maybe they caught, they a little bit cooler, they a little bit cooler, cooler with Trump than everybody else. Yeah.
Hey, they was betting on like Kalshi too. That's how they was placing the bets on the Iran war. Why was she so gorgeous? Why was where we at? I said they were placing the bets on Kalshi too for the war thing. Was that?
Yeah, that was the army dude that got in trouble. Like he got arrested. It was like somebody who was in the meetings, all the meetings where they was planning the attacks. He was on couch making bets on when they would attack Iran.
Yeah, that's what I seen. It's seen the dude Gabriel Perez. You heard me? That boy came up on like 100 grand, like in a short period. Like it wasn't really that long of a time span. Like that boy made 100 grand just off of saying what Trump was gonna say. But hey, say J B, you might elaborate. Wasn't he the person that was actually writing the speech for Trump?
Yeah, that's what they said. He either wrote the speeches or he for sure had the speeches. So he might have not written them, or maybe, he might contribute a little bit, but he for sure had the speeches ahead of time.
Well, okay, yeah. See, that kind of what it was saying. Like whenever I was looking into it, doing a little research, it was at what it was saying. Like he knew before. Whenever it was going, like what if it was adjusted and changed, what he would have said. Man, MG, Boot Boy, y'all got nothing on this?
Shit, I ain't really pay attention to that, to be honest. So that's why I ain't comment on it.
I mean, I feel like I'm like that.
Iran.
I'm like MG with.
I feel like I'm like that. I'm like MG.
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right, yeah. I'm with this topic here. I'm kind of like MG with it. I don't really know too much. But I mean, from what's provided from the facts is like, it was a scam or a scandal, however you wanna. Somebody knew what was going on and they chose to use what they, what I'm saying, to put themselves in position. But either way it go, it's always some nonsense when it comes to the politics and politicking. And they just wipe it under
And
the
they just
rug like
wipe
ain't
it
nothing
under the
really
rug.
major.
Okay.
But for
With
them,
that said,
yeah,
yeah. All right, bet. Appreciate that outlook, man. With that said, we're gonna move on. The Iran versus US war update. You hear me? A couple facts. 11 consecutive nights the US have bombed Iran. 17 overall since the war began. 17 US soldiers or service members has been unalive and nearly 100 has been injured. War has already cost the U.S. 37.5 billion, and they currently seeking an urgent 67 billion. Man, what y'all think about that, dude? We got that type of bread in America?
We most definitely got that type of bread if you think about it.
What's up,
I
JBs?
think
You think something about it?
So you saying that cost them how much? My signal a little bad right
No, it's
now.
cool. 37.5 billion so far, and they currently seeking an urgent 67 billion.
That almost seemed low, really. Like, for government type of money, hey, I wouldn't be surprised if them numbers is way higher.
I think them numbers gonna
Oh,
rise.
them numbers gonna rise. So you think they sandbagging the numbers?
Oh, for sure. Hey, they did it before. It wouldn't be the first time.
Okay. Anybody else got something? JC, I see you just entered the chat. You hear me? We talking about the U.S. Iran war. You hear me? You caught what we had said about it?
I caught the last tail end of it.
Well, I'm gonna run the facts back real quick. You hear me? The U.S. have bombed our war. The U.S. have bombed Iran for 11 consecutive nights. So far, the total of the war has been 17 U.S. Service members have been unalive. Nearly 100 has been injured, and war has already cost U.S. 37.5 billion, and they currently seeking 67 billion urgent. What you think about that?
I really think at the end of the day, Trump trying to save face with Obama. He don't like that Obama was a better president than he was, and he getting caught up. I feel like he getting caught up in the war. First behind him to prove that he was better, and I seen on the news that gas done shot up pretty much everywhere like $4.
Yeah, man. Hey, at one point here in LA, man, I seen it was like 750 at one point, but this is like at the start of everything. Nobody, no more. Everybody, we done with this topic. What y'all want to do?
man, I feel like America's being America, bullies once more. But then again, when it comes to how they bombing and what they doing, yeah, I feel like there's more to it than what they putting out. The money situation, they print the money at the end of the day. So if they ask for 100 trillion billion, that money is there. We just gotta, account for it. But yeah, that's my little 1 or 2 on that.
Why, MG, you got anything about that?
Nah, I ain't got nothing else.
Okay, cool. We're gonna move on to the next topic. Man, this one a little more juicier, man. Yellow Bees and Mo 3 trial. You hear me? A couple facts is Yellow Beezy was charged with capital murder with remuneration. The songs "Hitters" and "On Your Head" is being used in the actual trial. The trial will be August 24th, 2026. What y'all thinking about that? Hey, this should be a juicy topic. Everybody's asking to see about this, man. What's up? Hey, remember to mute your mic if you're not speaking.
Yeah, this one I heard about it a while back whenever like it first came out when it was just rumors. I ain't know they actually like put him in jail and stuff behind it. Like or like he going to trial and stuff behind it. I ain't know nothing about that. That is crazy though. Like, yeah, they had a bunch of rumors that he was involved with the shooting of Mo3. I guess at this point they must got like some concrete evidence. But it's crazy that they trying to use lyrics. I really hate that they be trying to use lyrics and trying to put somebody in jail over lyrics.
I
I
ain't gonna
mean,
lie,
the same
man.
thing with the Young Thug
it's like
situation. I feel like if the lyrics is true though, it's on the artist to not snitch on yourself.
I feel if it is on the lyrics, somebody got to confess for that. That's how I feel. Somebody got to speak up. Cause you gotta think about it, man. What they putting on that paper, somebody got to man up to it.
Man, I'm gonna say this, dog. Ever since, hey, look, the first real case that I seen where they were trying to use lyrics, it had plenty of them, but the one I'm talking about that I seen first took notice was that Boosie them case. You hear me? Man, I'm gonna say this, dog. After that case, why I keep on doing? Why I keep putting it in the song? You won't put it in the song and you won't get the recognition out. You won't get the clout. You won't be seen as you won't be stranded as an RN. You hear me? You won't be a real nigga so bad. But then whenever it comes time to go through the time, oh, now you capping out. Now you ain't come here for all that. You hear me? Man, look, the day that you pick up that rod or the day you pick up that pack and you decide that's what you about to do, man, look, you in a game. So whenever it come time to pay the piper, pay the piper. You hear me? Like, man, you can't go start playing the game and then be like, oh, I don't want to do this. So what I'm saying is, man, Yellow Bees, you just gotta take it. You gotta take it on the chin. Whenever y'all caught that man and laid him down, he had to take it on the chin. He gotta live. Well, my bad. You know what I mean, though. You know he got a hold it. So I mean, at the end of the day, if you get away, you get away. But if the people catch you, when they catch you, man, you gotta take your lick. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Tell on the people that did it? They telling on you. Now who you gonna tell on? You can't tell on nobody all the time. When you the big fish, they got to catch. Why would they throw back a whale to pick up a salamander? Yeah, come on.
And to your point, it's an old saying that if you decide to go down this path, you're gonna end up in two places: the graveyard or the jailhouse. And back in the day, in the real gangster days with John Gotti them, they knew, hey, if we go to jail, this is where we're gonna live the rest of our life at. And they was cool with it. But it seemed like today, the people that's wanting to be gangsters, they so terrified of jail that they would rather die than to go to jail. And if that's the case, it's like, why even do this stuff?
He
Yeah, I
was on
agree
the
with you
gram and
too.
he had played hard. A couple of weeks later, now he in the graveyard. Man, that's how that game go, dog. That's how that game go, man. Look, you live by the rod, you die by the rod. You live by the sword, you die by the sword. That's the way that it goes. And you can play hard, but one day you gonna end up in that graveyard. Yeah, man. Real talk.
But do anybody actually think Yellow Beezy like was really involved like that with it?
I mean, if they got evidence and then he using
Well,
lyrics
hey,
and
look,
baby
real
words,
quick. Mine was saying Motor Goat, man. My dog Motor Goat. Is she from Louisiana too? Join in the chat, you heard me? Yeah.
Man, what's popping with you?
Man, big old
Hold on.
cooler, man. We talking about that. We big old cool. We talking about that Yellow Beezy Mo 3 trial, you hear me?
Hold on, man. I ain't getting no. I'm getting a real bad feedback. Listen. Try to fix
Hey, y'all
myself.
remember the mute if y'all ain't talking.
I might check. You can hear me?
yeah, I can hear.
Okay,
Yeah, you good. Yeah, you good.
Man, what's popping with y'all, man? Shit, I hear y'all up here talking that shit.
Yeah, man, we cool and we talking about the Yellow Bees and Mo 3 trial. What you think about
that? What you were saying about it though, man? I came in on the latter end of the conversation. What about it?
I was saying at this point, you gotta just take your lick. If you did that and you put it in a song, because they using, see that what we were talking about, they using two of Yellow Bees' songs against Hitters and On Your Head, you hear me? So we was like, well, I was like, if you put it in a song and you did that, you gotta stand on it. You basically told on yourself. You can't be mad at nobody else. Like when that happened to that man, he had to take it. He had to deal with it. So you know.
Mm. Yeah, man, they'll come back and they're gonna double back around and get you for whatever you talk about. But my thing is, man, so we know it's history of like niggas big mouthing and telling their crimes in the song and shit. If you do that, man, that's all cool and dandy. But like you said, they come back and get you, they come back and get you. But my thing is how they know. You know what I'm saying? How they know if you ain't calling no names and all this other stuff, you know, maybe the events and stuff like that, but it depends on how loose
you act. Real quick, I think the little dude who he paid got caught up. I see he be on social media posting like videos talking about like Yellow Bees and them, like detailing the Boosie, like when the thing happened with Boosie at the flea market, he was detailing all that everything. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. They'll come back and get you, man. I think you snitching on yourself on this record. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't blame. I mean, yeah, he gonna have to take it, bro. I mean, but I wouldn't be fighting. I'd be fighting like hell. You know, trying to defend myself. I don't blame him for that shit. But to sit there and lay down there and take it, you know, whatever they give you, I wouldn't be trying to do that. But I'd be trying to cover my tracks now. But you put yourself in that position, you know. Niggas can't be mad at nobody else, but you put yourself in that position. That's how I feel, bro.
People posing the question: is it right that they using the lyrics against them? And then, like I said, in my opinion, you know, if you rapping some stuff that's real, you know, if it's a crime like they did back in the day, you should switch up the scenery to where if they do put it in court, it's not matching the actual crime, you know. But if you stupid enough to rap about a real crime that actually happened, you telling on yourself at that point. So if they using the lyrics against you, I mean, you got to take that.
That's true. You better be bat shit crazy to be sitting there rapping a crime verbatim. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who started that.
Hey, right.
That started with Chicago drill rap. That's how that started.
Well, look though. Check this out. Let's bring this up real quick. So when it comes to the ratting stuff, I feel like this. All the people online that never been in the streets, never really got dirty. You ain't got no real criminal jacket. man, they can't even call nobody a rap. And that's the crazy part, because most of the entertainers, the rappers, all the little people that's trying to be cut like that, they going literally. They judging if they real or fake based off of what a bunch of people who just spectate. They ain't never laid down in that cell. They ain't never had to go to child call. They ain't never had the rec call. They don't even know what these phrases mean. They ain't never had to lay up and down on their birthday, their mama birthday, their granny birthday, everybody's birthday, to the point where they became numb to all that. They on the internet. See, as that's really the big thing I don't like about that. Man, I gave the state system years of my life. And then they got people who will comment on the type of life that a person would lead in the streets that never lived that type of life. So you mean to tell me if a white person can't comment on a black person's life and the way that a black person live, man, how the hell can a person that never lived your type of life comment on the type of life you live in? They living vicariously through the people that are actually doing this. None of these people know steppers. None of them never did nothing, never put in no work, ain't got no name but to tell people. And then but the point that I'm making, these dudes really living up to that. They really putting their life on the line to go lay down for life, or putting their life on the line to be hurt or unalive about something about people's opinions that shouldn't even matter. Like ultimately, that's how these situations come about. People on the internet instigating, egging situations on. Man, how you gonna tell somebody to fight and you ain't no fighter? Man, watch out.
I think that's kind of how it always been though. Like with the street mentality, you know, it then spilled over to the general society. You know, they got kids that's in high school. Like I stated this one time before, where you know, if a kid getting bullied and they go tell the principal, now they'll snitch. You know what I'm saying? So I think the street mentality then spilled over to society where they use these terms. You know, and so this kind of reminds me of that. If anybody ever seen Key and Peele, he had a skit where he was rapping. He was rapping about crime. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I think I know.
Yeah, it's like they taking this real life street stuff as comedy. They thinking that, I don't know, like it's not a big deal until, like you say, until it's time to pay the piper. And they be so terrified of it to where it's like, you know how they say, if you can't do the time, don't do the crime.
Yeah, dog. Yeah. So, go ahead.
I think they messed up. I think we messed up because this is our culture, right? I think you know, we made it damn near almost every genre, right, of music. So especially over here in the United States. So, but I think we mix that up some kind of way where we have to rap what's going on, right? I mean, we made thugging cool. You know, well, I ain't gonna say we. I think it was a couple of generations before us, but all that thugging and shit like that, everybody don't have to be a thug. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't got to be a gangster and all that. You know what I'm saying? So, but we put it in the music to feel it because that was what was surrounding some people. And when some people got on the track and started expressing themselves because they ain't had no other outlet, I think we was missing an outlet, and the outlet became the music. You know what I'm saying? For the wrong people. Like we didn't need that to be on the airwaves. We didn't need that to be in the music waves. And it's feelings. It's going through our body. You know what I'm saying? So we get retarded. How many times we done got the party? You know, nigga done took pulled out a tool in the party just because some Boosie was playing. You know what I'm saying? Niggas get Boosie on Boosie, right? So I think that was a big problem, man. And then we biggie up that lifestyle, man. It's only a select few, like you were saying, Lost. It's only a select few that really live that lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? But it make everybody feel like they can relate and they can't. So yeah, I think it's a mix up, man.
Hey,
so
look, that's why I'm saying. No, go ahead. Finish.
No, I was saying, so we gotta, just like niggas make that shit cool, you gotta make that shit uncool. So a lot of that rap and shit I be hearing nowadays, if I ain't lived it and stuff like that, I can't resonate with it. if I can't resonate with it, it don't jam. I ain't gonna say it don't jam, but I don't want to hear it because what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear some music that make me feel good and shit like that. We just got to make that shit cool again. That's how I feel.
And see,
Right.
this was actually a planned thing. You know, NWA is credited with starting gangster rap, right? And even when you look at that, Ice Cube was writing all them records, and he wasn't really living that type of way. He was just rapping about what he was seeing. You know what I'm saying? But with the success of NWA, at the higher ups, all white people that own the labels, they decided from then on they was just gonna sign gangster rap type people and just make them black. To where that influenced the game to where now you had to have some type of street edge. Before, hip hop was like, it had multiple topics, you know? It wasn't just the street stuff. You had De La Soul, you know what I'm saying? You had different things to listen to. But it was really a planned thing to get us to get to the point to where we have this street mentality, just everyday average citizens.
Yeah, I feel that. And with NWA, I feel like they came in, they had a purpose. Like before that hand, like they had a purpose. It was a purpose for them. Like they was expressing what they was feeling, and they was feeling it on the track. But it wasn't a target against their own people. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a target against us. So they took it like they always do. Take it, screw it, then spit it back out to us, and it spread it like a virus, and people lost track of what they was rapping about, man. So yeah. I get what you're saying. It just screwed up now.
And had a lady, I think her name was Dolores Tucker, when NWA first came out, and she was basically against it. And they asked Snoop Dogg one time in a Breakfast Club interview what he thought about her now, and he was like, she was right all along. You know, this music do influence the children to behave a certain way. What you listening to kind of dictate what could happen in your life.
Hey, that's why I say my favorite saying to the younger people is college is more fun than jail. Real talk. If I could tell, hey, if anybody young out there that's listening to this, college is more fun than jail. You remember the fraternity parties? Gonna be way more fun than Rick College. You dig? No cap.
All I gotta say is knowledge is power, man. Technology will follow you.
Yes, Lord. Anybody else got something they want to say on this?
I just seen the chat. Shout out Caramel Cutie. Thank you.
Yeah, man. I just feel like I want to say one more thing. I know we make some good music, even if it's jamming. Like most of the music niggas put out and shit like that, it be jamming. I don't care if it's reckless music or not, it be jamming. But I think even if it jam, we gonna have to say if it's talking about something that's reckless against our community, if it's talking about running up and killing, I'm my bad on the platform, the K word, you know, unaliving somebody or whatever. If one of our homeboys say, man, listen to this, I just dropped this, and he talking about this and he talking about that, instantly we got a responsibility to say, man, that's whack. And not just because the flow whack, it's whack because 9 times out of 10, if you're talking about blasting somebody and you're a black person, it's another black person. You're not talking about killing no white people. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it takes us to say, man, that they don't slam. They don't slam. What you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Because I know some Christian rappers out here that's really getting down, like real talk. Not saying that you go Christian or something like that. I'm just saying, like all this other stuff, man, is unnecessary and it could end you up in prison. Because we seeing it play out right now.
Yeah, I think we
I
need balance.
Stuck on that gangster. I used to be stuck on that gangster stuff, dog. I'm gonna tell you what really broke me out of that. Boy, ain't none of them people real. The same people that telling you to get out there and yeah. Man, when you gonna go to jail, they gonna call you stupid behind your back. They ain't sending you no money. You hear me? If you let somebody play on you, they gonna talk about you. If you handle it and go to jail, they gonna talk about you. Man, you might as well stay free and get your money. Because the whole time you in the can, that's what they gonna be doing, trying to run their money up and hit your old lady. Yeah.
Hey, that's facts.
and
Real
lost
talk.
and lost.
and be all.
And
Look,
be all. Look,
we need to tell them too. Also, if you out here and you out here rapping about it and stuff like that, especially you got a little age on, especially if niggas know you got a little money on you. You know what I'm saying? We need to press them and ask them, hey man, what are you doing for the communities? Why are you doing that too? You know what I'm saying? Because back in the day, them gangsters used to be moving and stuff, but at least they come with some bikes. At least they get you out the mud. At least they come with some pools in the summertime. At least they be coming with air conditioners and fans and shit. These niggas ain't doing nothing for the community. You know what I'm saying? But you bleeding it. You feel me? You got to put something back in to combat what you talking about and sucking out of it. You feel me? If you're around here being terroristic, then what's up?
You know, I get a person that actually been from the street, so they rapping what they lived or whatever. I get that. But at a certain point, like, where's the growth in the music? Once you become successful and you behind the gated community and you still pushing this hood stuff, but your kids going to private school, it's kind of like exploitation at that point. Like, you just using the hood for your benefit and forget everybody else that's really going through it, you know? And as a person that actually,
you know,
that actually comes from it,
yeah.
Us as consumers should be able to say something about it, you know. But then you know, they start looking at you like you hating or something.
Man, you know how many people actually didn't live that life. They only came from the neighborhood. Man, you know how many people was out there when I was really doing stuff that I wasn't supposed to be doing. It was just other people out there. When you come from running in the trenches, they still in the neighborhood, but they don't know what just went on. But whenever you get in trouble, they'll speak on it. Whole time you never did nothing like this. You never did this. How you gonna speak on what I took the initiative to go do for what I felt I needed to do for me? See, that's the way that I look at it, because I was really in that position. But then it's like the same person who can't even stay in jail for 2 hours comment on you after you done went dead 2 years. Man, you won't get no say so in there. You ain't even built for this. No matter what your opinion is, you ain't built for this. So why is you speaking on it?
At the same time, if most times when you're doing something negative that's in the community and they trying to big it up like it's something to do, but then when you get caught, they calling you stupid and turning their back on you. You know, most times they have people, even if they not the street person, it might be one of your uncles or your grandmother. They'll tell you the right from wrong or give you some advice to try to put you on the straight and narrow path. You know, I don't think just because you're not a street person, I couldn't give a person that's in the streets advice that would deter them from still keep on doing the street stuff.
Nah, that's not the point that I mean. I don't mean you can't give a person advice. I mean you can't critique it. You can't say, why would you do this if you don't understand? All right, all right, let me give it to you from a better perspective. If I'm down on my luck, I'd rather go try to hustle to get mine before I ask somebody for something. That's gonna be my first thought, is let me find out how I can hit a lick. But to the person who first thought is let me call and see if I can borrow this from this person. We not the same. So for what I did and got in trouble, you can't judge me because you wasn't willing to do that to better your situation. I was willing to do that. That's what I mean. You get what I'm saying? Like, if there's a person that's trying to give me some advice.
Okay, with that scenario, me as your homeboy, if I see you going down that path, now me personally, you know, I come from the hood, but I don't consider myself to be the hood.
Right. But look, what you about to say don't mean the same, because I'm not speaking like a relative or a homie or something. Talking about just people like internet trolls that jump on the internet and talk. Like, your family gonna always try to give you some advice and tell you the best thing to do. You hear me? Like, that's just how that's gonna go. So I'm not meaning from like, your grandmother probably never did nothing wrong in her life, but she gonna tell you the best thing for you. You hear me? That's just how that's supposed to go. I'm talking about for the people. I'm talking about the people who get online and judge people who's actually living that life. It's two types of lives. It's normal life, then it's when you stuck in that street life. When you stuck in that street life, you're not really stuck in the life itself. You stuck in the mindset. You hear me? You stuck in the mindset that you have to live this life, man. You know how many people I know, they just didn't know about no other way. They didn't understand that they can go live. Man, you were telling go get a job. A job, man, you tripping. Like that's how they'll respond to you. You know what I'm saying? That's the people that I'm speaking for. Because I understand. So you know how many people grew up in a household with no parents? Like basically raised themselves. You know what I'm saying? They coming back home with older cousins and stuff. And ain't nobody there that really care. They gotta just make it. Yeah.
I get you. But you know what? I see it like this, man. At our big ages, our big grown ages, even if you was raised a certain type of way, you can't tell me there's nobody that came along and told you anything not right. So when you bump your head, you gonna fuck around and find out yourself. You know, so when somebody else, even if they online, you know, they speaking to you and they ain't in the same mindset that you in and stuff like that, say for the judge you and stuff, they really telling you the truth too, though. You know, and if they not,
wait, real quick. I'm not saying for the ones that's giving you good advice. I'm talking about for the ones that's true, like the ones that tell Lil Durk go slide for Vine. I'm talking about those people.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Them niggas not. They not supposed. They supposed to be non-existent.
If you slam
Like
Vine off of what the crowd say, you know, you got to have your own brain at a certain point.
Them people don't exist.
People gonna always talk. You know what I'm saying? That's just human nature. People gonna always tell you something they think you should be doing that they not even doing. You know, but when it comes to the, like you say, the street mentality, like they shouldn't be able to speak on it. I think they should, because you know, at a certain point, shaming folks to do better sometimes works too.
So you tell them now. Listen, so listen to this though. So you telling me if you ain't never swam before, like swam in the ocean, you would tell me, oh, it's safe to go swim in that ocean?
You should know because you swim in the ocean.
Not if I ain't swum before, but of a other person that ain't swum before.
You made my point though, my brother.
That's on you. I mean, that don't deter them from being able to speak on it. You know what I'm saying? Because if you was the person that never swam, and you taking it, you listening to a person that you know never swam before too, and you taking what they say to build you up to be like, man, maybe I should learn how, like maybe I should go swimming. They think I'm scared, so you the fool that's gonna jump in the water and drown.
And let me add this on. If you're a swimmer and you've been swimming, why would you take advice from somebody else if you already know how to swim too? You know what I'm saying? So
those people are unexistent. But that's the point that I'm making. I'm just really saying that don't matter. If Dirk would have never listened to those people or let that get in his head, Dirk wouldn't be going through what Dirk going through right now. He would have saved himself a lot of money, a lot of time, and a lot of frustration. Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
Okay. We're gonna move on to the next topic though, man. The next topic is public content exploitation, meaning filming in public is that exploitation of other people's privacy.
Nah, it's public.
In public, I don't think
I'm
so.
gonna go with yeah.
If you I think if you making money, if you just filming in public, like looking at the scenery, I guess. But if you actually filming something to monetize and make money off of, at that point it can become exploitative, you know. And especially if you filming people without them knowing, you know, they got a law like for movies. If you notice, all the people that's in the background, they call extras. They have to get paid. It's illegal for you to just be filming people without their consent, you know.
Not in a public space.
Yeah, if you're making a film, to sell to like a movie theater or whatever, you can't just go outside and start filming people.
Yeah, you gotta get confirmed with all that.
Right.
Never seen it.
Yeah.
I mean, I be watching First Amendment artists all the time, like, and they go out and film, and then they come and put it and they broadcast it on YouTube, and they make money off of it. You in public. If you don't want to be filmed in public, then go inside. What do we got an example of that? What y'all talking about?
Yeah. So I got you. So basically, we mean an invasion. Hey, matter of fact, real quick, ASI panel coming up right after this. You're at 8:30 p.m. Pacific time. So that's like 11:30 Eastern. Anyway, yeah. So like the example will kind of be like, all right, you and your family go out for a nice little dinner, a nice little date. You hear me? You, your wife, your kids, everybody that you with. Y'all go out, y'all want y'all privacy. Yes, other people in public, right? But you're respecting their privacy. You respecting their space. Would you run up on somebody just because they look famous? It don't even have to be a famous person. If you see a family sitting down at a table, would you stand over their food while they're eating?
No,
I
and
would.
most establishments won't let you record in their
Wait, no. For the moment, no. Listen. For the moment, we just need a yes or no. Cause I'm trying to build this to get somewhere. If you seen a family, a man, woman, and child eating peacefully in public, would you go stand over them while they're eating?
No.
Why would you? Okay, so listen. Why would you record them while they're out having their private time? Even though a person is in public, doesn't mean that isn't their private time. How many times have you just jumped out and went out in public, but you wasn't trying to run into nobody? You wasn't in the mood for that. You were just.
It can't be their private time. It can't be their private time when they in public. It don't matter what you're doing. It don't matter how you feel. It's not lawful. It's morally is wrong, but it's not against the law because you're in public. Now, if you eating in a restaurant, that's a private restaurant, then they can tell you to leave. But I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't lean over nobody and record. That's stupid. You know what I'm saying? But people do it.
Oh, no. I don't mean lean over and record. I'm just saying, like, if somebody eating, would you, like, we from the South. Everybody on here from the South. So we wouldn't talk over nobody's food, let alone go stand up over them while they eating.
Hell no.
So that's why I'm saying wrong. But that, I guess that's why we feeling like, it's wrong, because if I'm out in public, just because I'm in public don't mean I came out there to be seen. I done went out in public plenty of times with a hoodie on with my head down. Watch out. That's what I'm saying.
If I'm in a parade and I'm outside at a music festival, people gonna have their phones out. I'm expecting that. Maybe I don't want to get filmed, but if I put myself in that predicament, I got to deal with it. But if I'm going to, let's say, the bank, I'm not expecting nobody to be filming me. I think at that point, if it's pushed up on me, that's exploitation, But again, like I say, I think they got laws to help against that. But if you just randomly walking the beach and somebody filming, you really can't do nothing about that.
Yeah, to me, it depends on the context, like what they plan on doing with the film. Like if they plan on making money off of it and you not involved, I think that's exploitation. Like them little prank videos where they be messing with people in public, they go and post that and make money off of it. So I think that's exploitation because they using your pain, to benefit off of it.
Even with that, you need their consent to be able to post it and monetize it. At the end of the prank videos, they let the people know, hey, we shooting this video. Do you mind if we use it on YouTube? But if you randomly doing stuff to people, filming them, and then putting it on YouTube without their consent, I think that make it exploitation.
I think it's all exploitation, honestly. In public, out of public. I feel like at the end of the day, in public, privacy is privacy, but who's to say, that's why private investigators and all that exist. It's like, you never really have privacy though. So it don't matter. Like LA, you can make a video and I can save your video and edit your video with another video and make money off of it. And I ain't even have to make the footage myself. At the end of the day, what you getting that person consent and I didn't, is still exploitation on the back end. somebody is using it to make money one way or another.
All right. So they can lead us. They can lead us into the question to Ed, because I do homeless content. Is homeless content exploitation?
I feel like it is.
I feel the same way. It is.
Man,
think
tell me how you really
it
feel. Tell me
depends.
how
It
you
depends
really feel
on.
about it, man.
It
Because if
depends
you
on
think
how you're
about it,
doing it. If you just filming homeless content and you're not benefiting the homeless, like if you're trying to shed a light on the homeless and you actually helping them with the money you getting, feeding them sometime, maybe even take a person in the day in the life of a homeless person, you helping them shape up, maybe get them in a rehab or something. If you're using your money to actually benefit the homeless versus you just filming them and you getting rich off of it and not giving them nothing, I think it's a difference, So
I
I know
wouldn't
they
want to
have
be
one
out there to
person that
bash them,
have.
though.
Say it again.
I wouldn't want to be out there just filming them just to bash them, though.
Right, right. Like if you filming homeless people, they got one that film homeless people and make them box each other for like $20. That's exploitation, you know. But if you actually trying to do some good,
Wait. Man, we got a little man. Hey, motor, go ride with me, dog. Let me control the wheel. So we're gonna go here. So if homeless content is exploitation, you think getting the homeless people to have intercourse and film it and put it on a private website and sell it as a subscription every month, do y'all think that's exploitation?
to the fullest.
At a
Yes.
all-time high.
Yeah, that's exploitation because these people are fried out their minds. They on drugs. We know that they on drugs. They admitted they on drugs. If you drug test them, they on drugs. These people ain't got no. They at the in the community. They at the bottom of the totem pole. Now it
And
takes
most
the
time, homeless
community.
people got some type of mental condition going on too.
Yeah, they got some mental stuff. They gotta be
You
mental.
know,
You know what I'm saying? And yeah,
Hey, no,
They're at
look,
the
hey, just
bottom
a
of
quick
the totem
reminder. Hey,
pole.
before everybody, wait, before everybody go, I'll just remember. Let's kind of watch how we say everything. Nobody saying nothing. I'm just reminding before we go out. Go ahead.
yeah, man. I was
you
just
know
saying that. Go ahead, man. You got it.
I was gonna say, LA, you probably can attest to this. They had in LA, they had multiple mental institutions or whatnot. And once they shut them down, that's how you end up getting Skid Row. And I think it's something
Oh,
like
right. It
80,000
was
people that's
Ronald.
homeless.
It was Ronald Reagan shut down all the mental asylum. And see, I'm not from LA. I'm from Louisiana, but I know this because I got an older partner. Like that boy got that bag on him too, and he filled me in on all the history. He said back in Ronald Reagan term, I don't remember what year, but Ronald Reagan closed all the mental asylums to cut funding in California and threw all the mental people out on the streets. And that's how you get what we go look on Los Angeles street vlog shorts if you want to see what Los Angeles really look like. Yeah, that's what I try to do. I bring awareness. But shout out me and my wife. We also help the homeless. Also, we got a couple partners. They was in the church. We get with them, but we don't film that. Like I said once before, if you ever really help the homeless person for real, when you helping them, they vulnerable. You hear me? They at their worst, at their lowest, they need the basics in life from you at this moment. So if you was to pull, if y'all see the people that be on there, they be hiding their face, they be ducked down. Go look at the people when they be feeding the people on Skid Row and they pull out the camera. Man, people be hiding their face, ducked down, they don't want to be seen. That's why I'm saying, like, we don't record that part. So I just bring awareness. If you go look at my content, I bring awareness. Like, this is what it really looks like. I wish I would have knew what these streets looked like before I moved here. Boy, what they show Los Angeles on the movie ain't what this is, boy. Boy, not at all. And if you broke in Los Angeles, hey, wait, look, public service announcement. If you ever come to Los Angeles and you broke in Los Angeles, man, look, dog, go home. No cap.
And this is the thing too. You bringing awareness like that, I think that'll deter a lot of other people from fear of getting like that.
Right. But you know,
But like,
I mean, so let me ask y'all another question though. Y'all think if you record the homeless, right? Y'all already said the boxing part, so they got a dude that record the homeless boxing, having intercourse, and he stick a camera in their face and ask them if they ever been molested or anything like grape or something as a child. And if they say yeah, the dude even go as far as to ask them if they enjoyed it. They could be like, I was 8 years old, my uncle did this to me. The man that asked them, well, did you enjoy it at some point? What y'all think about that?
It's sick. And we all know it's sick, bro. And everybody know it's sick. And we just beating around the bush on it. A lot of people just be beating around the bush, trying to find a way how this could not be wrong. Man, we morally know this shit is wrong, and it's a hurting to our community. But what I found out is never mind, I ain't gonna even say that part. But yeah, we all know that shit wrong. Straight
It's
up and
wrong.
down. We trying to
That's
dissect
wrong.
it and stuff. It's wrong. It's wrong, man. It's wrong. Y'all, they picking on the homeless community like they don't belong to a bigger community. And then they'll turn around and try to guilt trip us like what y'all doing for them. It don't matter what we doing for them. Families done did stuff for them, and then they usually they end up out there on their own choice. Ask most of them, they be like, man, they don't want no help. Or if they do want help, they don't know how to get to the help.
Real quick, you got 6 people on here. How many of y'all pay taxes?
From where? For pay taxes?
Yeah, how many of y'all pay taxes?
I
definitely pay taxes.
Yeah, you messing with our community.
Well, that mean every last person on here supporting the homeless already.
Yeah, that's true. But you know what I'm saying? I brought up that fact too, bro. We all pitching in on that. These are still our community members. They just not active right now. They just not being active. We need them to come back too. And if you putting yourself in a position where you changing the trajectory of these folks' lives, you know what I'm saying? They might have not did this if you didn't do this or whatever. Just leave the homeless alone till they shake back and you know how a nigga gotta get right. Let them get back right on their own. You find weak prey and you go try to eat off weak prey. That's weak. You weak. You can't compete with people out here that's competing. Because all of us we compete.
Hey, Motor, let me add this real quick to the point of exploitation, right? The man even go as far as to crack them himself. Like he cracked the homeless women. On the site that I told y'all about, the man got one of the homeless women on his couch in his house playing with herself, smoking rocks.
Impregnating them too. Not just one.
Talk to me. I talk, y'all. Come on, talk to me. I talk back.
Exploitation. It don't matter how you look at it. If you feeding the homeless, if you helping the homeless, if you give the homeless $1,000 and you using it as content, not just a genuine thing on the GP, it's still not an even fair. Even if they gave you permission with consent, it's still not an even trade. You gave them 1,000, you gonna make a 20, 10, 15, 20,000 off of it. It's still not the same. It's rare when you run into but it's rare when you run into that one homeless person that actually took the help and changed their life around. Everybody else is just taking the hand-on-hand trade. Hey, I'll pay you $20 to eat this hot chip on camera. Bet. I'll give you $100 to do this act on camera. Bet. Knowing I got your consent, but I'm going to use it for more than just a little benefit. So,
right.
my opinion is all exploitation. If you video anything and use it for content, even if it's yourself, you're exploiting yourself at some point.
Okay, so look, I try to use it to show awareness at bus stops, at places where, if you go look at one of the videos, I'm showing awareness at a bus stop where the dope fiends is smoking dope on the bus stop, and a little old granny got to stand up and wait for the bus in the heat, in the scorching LA heat right now. I show where people think that they can go to the grocery store and they got a bunch of people lined up on the side of the street selling food like they in India. I post where you see dope fiends in public smoking dope out in the open. Like I post the awareness and I post the ugly side. I post cleanups at MacArthur Park so people can know that they can soon frequent this area again. I post cleanups on Skid Row so people can know this side of town is changing. I actually posted also, shout out Karen Bass, Mel Bass. I posted this to bring awareness that Mel Bass is actually doing what she said she was gonna do. You hear me? Like that's why I posted. Cause I really see the little old lady standing up at the bus stop or the mother with their child standing up at the bus stop. And man, look, let me tell you, one day we get off the bus, you hear me? We was going to Santa Monica, you hear me, to the beach. We get off the bus, man, dope fiend spit in a little boy's face. Wow, what's up, Jesse? What's up? Hey, we got the ASI panel coming up in a minute, you hear me? At 11:30 Eastern, you hear me? Yeah, so boom, we get off, man. Dope fiend spit in a little boy's face. You hear me? Like dope fiend spit in a little child, 10 years old with his mama. That's what I post the awareness for. Like, man, y'all, if y'all taking the bus today, don't go right yet. Don't take this bus. You see what's going on over here. That's the type of stuff I post awareness for. Cause man, if you go look at the videos in my shorts, you will see what LA really like. That's why I post awareness. The people that you see me put on camera, you couldn't even have no conversation with these people. They're incoherent. You hear me? They always too high. You can't talk to them. Man, look, shout out G Bell, man. He right here in LA. You hear me? Shout out his interview coming soon, matter of fact. You know, and my dog, man. You know what I'm saying? He in the chat right now.
The Boot Boys point, it is exploitation, but I think you could use exploitation for good also. If you dedicating yourself to, like he said, you paying them $1,000 one time, but you're gonna be making money on this particular video forever. You know what I'm saying? If you should dedicate your, as long as you're making money from it, you should dedicate some of the residuals to helping the problem.
Right. Yeah.
And
Now,
if the making the content,
exploitation.
if making the content help you able to keep on making the content to help them, then I think it's exploitation for good, you know.
mm-hmm.
But the point is, was it the question was it exploitation for good or
Right,
bad?
I'm agreeing
Whatever
with you. That's what I'm
purpose
saying.
is served, cool. But yeah, exploitation is exploitation. Even if you're not even trying to benefit from it, if people support what you're doing and they push into your cause to help you bring more awareness, then it's still exploitation. You just using the money for what you choose and not what others would.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I'm agreeing with you. You know, it is exploitation, but I think it could be bad exploitation, or you could use it for good. You know.
Right. My bad. I might have misunderstood. I came in back in, but you can take the floor.
Man, I feel like if like from let's take it back to what we were talking about, man. I feel like if somebody records you and you in public spaces, I don't feel and they gonna eat off that forever, even if you're in the background or whatever the case. I don't feel like they owe you anything for that. The reason I feel like people owe you something for doing stuff with you directly and stuff, because it's especially if it's hurting the community, we clearly can see what's the problem in the community. Now, if you're making money off of the problem child, which is our drug addicts and stuff for the community, then you need to either break that bread or leave them alone. Leave them alone. You don't go to nobody that's down on they at the worst of their life possible, and you're gonna turn around and make it seem like we crazy for caring about it. No, this should be a topic because it is our community. They still our community, bro. However you look at it, you know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about this shit, and it's really sick. It's sick to the stomach. It make me sick. Tell you the truth, but they are confused that a lot of people are confused that why you hating on them. The hate and righteousness has no place in the same room. Righteousness is just too big for hate to even exist. You know what I'm saying? You have right and you have wrong, and that shit is just clearly morally wrong. And I believe it's a little bit against laws, man. Tell you the truth. I'm just not a lawyer.
Nah, definitely, man. I feel like if you doing it the way that I see it going with a certain person, you know, I ain't gonna speak his name on this particular podcast at the moment. But you know, in a minute we'll get to that for real. But look though, yeah, like with that particular person, the way I see it, nah, man, it's not just morally wrong, dog. It's like you get too personal with it when you actually engage with these people yourself. Like, come on, man. Like, yeah, man. That's where it actually become a problem. That I feel it become an actual problem. You hear me? But man, look, we can go ahead and move to the next subject though. And the next subject gonna be, man, Faizon Love, man, was in the media recently saying that 50 Cent is not even. Oh, my bad. Hold on, I got y'all. If Faizon Love was in the media saying that 50 Cent is not even a real producer, director. He's an executive producer, and he also is not a real filmmaker. What y'all think about that?
Now, I guess technically we don't know. I'm on phone.
I feel if he
Yeah,
got
that's what I'm.
anything, I feel if he got anything written, he's a part of it.
Yeah, for
'Cause
sure. If he written it, I
he could
think
be
Faison trying to say,
a writer's composer, you know. So he's still affiliated with it.
yeah, I think they trying to say all he doing is putting money behind it and not actually a part of the creative process. Was I think he
So
actually is a
does that
part of the
not make
creative
him a
process.
producer?
No, go ahead,
So
go
does
ahead.
that
But
make him a
I
producer?
got an analogy for this.
Now, where they got
If
different
I
types of
I
contribute,
producers.
mean,
They got the
I mean,
producer
but
that
at the
like
end of
just
the
pay
day,
for
if you could,
everything, and they got the one that's on set.
yeah, but at the end of the day, if you contribute to that movie in any form or fashion, especially from a high level to where you can call, say, you got yays and nays on certain things, wouldn't that kind of somewhat make him a producer, even to with the producer on set, putting money behind it? Ain't that producing the movie?
No,
well,
Yeah,
I
but
think from
it's
Jordan,
two different types.
I think from JB's perspective, right? My bad, I'm flash. I think from JB's perspective, right? He viewing it from an actual filmmaking perspective. This kind of all his lane. This guy is a tech guard. You know what I mean? So I think he viewing it from actually doing the actual work because he know what it consists of and what it takes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It really phase on the phase love. That's his argument. Is like he trying to say he not a creative producer. Cause like I said, it's two different types of producers, and like every film has it. Like they got
People
the
understand that he not a filmmaker.
yeah. I think that's what he's
His
trying to
point
say.
was, yeah, his point was he's not a filmmaker. He's an executive producer. He just put his name. But even like with Power, you know, the lady Courtney, I forget her last name, but Courtney is the one that created the script for Power. You know, he got a director to direct the TV show. But as far as him doing it behind the scenes with the camera, does that make him not a filmmaker? I don't know, because like when I think of filmmakers, I think of the Ryan Coogler's, the Tyler Perry's, the Quentin Tarantino's, you know, and I don't put him in that light.
I feel he
Yeah,
definitely ain't in that bracket.
now, cause what's dude that got like in trouble, Weinstein. He basically, you know, I'm not saying he did everything, but that's what Weinstein was. He was like an executive
He's
producer.
a
All he did
producer, right?
was get the money together to actually put the film forward. He didn't have nothing to do with the creative process.
Right.
Say this real quick. Stephen King and James Gunn. And that's my pick. I ain't tripping. Spike Lee on the honorable mention. You know?
But I mean, if the question was based on executive, if it was a particular type of, then yeah, we all can agree that he's not that type of producer. But we all can agree too that he's some sort of producer.
Right. I think the question was, is he a filmmaker? Would you consider him a filmmaker? And like you said, I
I
consider
say
him a
no.
producer.
I say no, man. Because honestly, I feel like Faizon Love, dog. It's just like with rap. Would you consider a man an artist if he's not actually writing a song? So it's like it's like if you had a ghostwriter your entire career, you're not really an MC. You're not really a spitter, but you can be a entertainer.
That's
You
with
know what I mean?
that's with rap, because most R&B singers have writers. Most of
But
the
then that's what I'm saying.
Babyface is
The
one of
ones that's
the
actually writing it gonna hit harder. You gonna feel it more because you know that they actually wrote it. But the ones who, all right.
but
Let's
even
say
the
this.
one even the stuff you didn't know they did, like Babyface wrote songs for Boys to Men. You know what I'm saying? Like what's that although we come to the end of the road. He wrote that. He made the beat and everything, you know, but they sung it and it made them superstars still. And if you didn't know that he didn't write it, you wouldn't care, you know? And that don't take from them singing it. So, but
That's the point though, is if you didn't know, but once you find out, it's like, well, damn, I thought that was your work. Everybody on the platform at the moment is an artist at heart. So
okay, well, let me ask you this.
let me ask you this. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this. Do you like Maxwell?
Yes, I do.
Yes, I
Okay. Do any of
Come
y'all
on
like
now,
the
dog.
song
You know, I don't
Unfortunate?
even know who that is. You know, I don't even know who that is, dog.
But do any of y'all know the song Unfortunate?
I definitely like Maxwell.
Okay. Do any of y'all know the song Unfortunate? Fortunate to have you, girl. I'm so glad.
Okay, yeah, now I know.
Yeah, what about it? Yeah.
Okay. If I told y'all R. Kelly wrote that song, would that make y'all not like Maxwell?
Nah, it just make me question his artistry. That's all.
Well, that's a song R. Kelly wrote. You know what I'm saying?
To me, I
So I
feel
think
R&B is different than hip hop.
that's what I was gonna say. I think with R&B, they all got writers.
It don't matter what genre it is. If you singing it and ain't wrote it, it don't hit as you making it. Man, come on, dog. Y'all all artists. You know how it
You,
feel to
you're right.
actually
You're
write
right.
that song. You know how
I
it
mean,
feel to write that song to that instrumental and
like I say,
actually
as an
record
MC, you right.
it.
When you rapping, because rapping is about you expressing your
Yeah,
own
you're
life. So
right. You're
you
right.
supposed to
Because
be
I
the
done wrote for
author.
Chris Brown, and guess what? Everything hits different, you know, when they do it.
Man,
Right.
hold on.
As
Wait,
a
time out.
singer,
Time
because
out. Time out.
singing is an actual
Time out.
talent, you know. Not
Time
everybody
out,
can
dog.
sing.
So you telling me we gonna get to that question that I was about to ask, so I ain't gonna ask it now. You telling me your favorite R&B artist, you ain't gotta say who it is. Whenever they tell you the story, I wrote that song while I was doing such and such, it came from the heart. That don't hit more than them saying, oh, R. Kelly wrote the song for me, I just performed. Nah, keep it gangster with me. Don't tell me that wouldn't hit different for you.
When it comes, like I said, when it comes
Especially
to
with an
R&B
emotional
now, it don't
connection.
make me feel no type of way because
Can
the
you hear me?
singing
I
is
can't
the
hear you,
talent.
Barbie.
A person that can't sing can write a hit song for somebody.
Wine was
You
down,
know,
Jesse.
one of Usher's most successful albums, Confessions, Jermaine Dupri wrote that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it take nothing from Usher though.
Well, look, y'all go ahead and discuss it. Jesse, tell us your opinion. You know, because I don't really know. That ain't my lane.
Yeah, I think it's different with rap. You know, R&B always had writers like Smokey Robinson, Babyface. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think he
It's
left out.
really a modern. That's a real modern type of argument because it kind of shifted. Like rap in general, like it kind of shifted more towards auto tune and harmonizing. Like everything kind of shifted, and now like they basically craft a song like they crafting a movie. Like how you got a
And
movie with like
Kanye West
multiple
was the one
people,
that
like
started that.
who?
You know, Kanye West, because it's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
they
yeah.
always make the point. You got these big pop artists that got 40 people that writ on a song. Adele might sing a song, but she got 40 brains helping her write the best song she can write. But and it's really pertaining just to they try to keep black folks in the box to where we not unified and make us look down on each other for the help. And Kanye West, the one that kind of broke that mold to where it's like, so it's all right if you didn't write all your lyrics. Let's all collectively help make the best song possible. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and the thing is, I go and check because I be interested in that. Like I'll go check songs that I like to see who wrote it. Like I can't remember that girl name, Miami or the Young Miami, that that little popular song she got. I, I went and checked, and they probably got 3, 4 writers on there. It's
Cardi
very
B,
like few
you
people.
know, her
Yeah,
too.
Cardi
She
B
got
too.
writers.
Yeah,
And it's
it's
like,
very few people that just do everything. Like the only person I know that does everything is Tyler the Creator. If you go look at the discography for his songs, it's
mhm.
only him. Like he produced it and he wrote it and he
Yeah,
recorded
J.
it.
Cole, another one too. Like these are anomalies. A person that can go in the studio by themselves with just them, engineer the song, make the beat for the song, record themselves, mix and master it. Like most people need a team.
I feel you're gonna always need a team because guess what? Everybody can't do everything, you know.
Right, right.
You know, I produce, I rap, I sing, I do everything, but I still need that engineer at the end of the
Mhm.
day.
And I always think so, a collective mind is better than just one. You know, everybody can bring something to the table to make the song the best. So I feel like, so I'm the best rapper I know. You know what I'm saying? But I don't have no qualm, and me being confident in myself, I don't have no qualms of working with somebody and them telling me, hey, maybe say it like this. Or hey, instead of saying that, add this word. You know? If it make the song better, the song better.
I feel like this. Some of your best music come by just off of conversations.
Right.
And you can watch movies. You know, it's all entertainment for me. That's how I feel.
Yeah. Okay. Look, let's use this as springboard into the next question. Who is the best female male R&B artist of all time?
Well, artists or vocalists.
Man, listen, R&B artists, they vocalizing, harmonizing, and singing that shit.
Well, that's two different things. When you're talking about artists, you know, you could be a bigger artist, but they'll have somebody who can sing better than you. So if it's vocalists and we talking, let's say females, I'd have to give it to Whitney Houston. If we talking about male vocalists, I'd probably give that to Luther Vandross. But if we talking about the biggest artist, we all know the male is Michael Jackson. And for the females, it might is either Beyonce or Mariah Carey.
I'm going Mariah Carey, me, you know. And if you talking about R&B artists, male artists, I'm going Michael Jackson because he changed the whole game.
Yeah,
You
the whole
feel me?
Yeah,
landscape.
I wouldn't
You don't
even
get bigger
consider
than Michael
Michael
Jackson.
Jackson R&B though. I think he pop. He king of pop.
Jackson is
Well,
the king of
you
pop,
gotta
man.
still factor in his young age
Michael
too. When he
Jackson
was
is the
five
king of
singing them
pop.
Smokey
Nah,
Robinson
son, that
songs.
man is the king. Man is the king of pop, son. He's not no R&B, or he not R&B. His genre is pop,
Man,
though.
pop only means popular. He was the most popular artist. He still was singing R&B. But you know, with the soul and everything, when he was 5 years old singing Smokey Robinson songs, he was singing it better than Smokey.
If you want to put today's artists, I'm going John Legend.
Well, we talking big or we talking vocals?
Both.
If we talking big, is Usher. Usher, then Chris Brown. But if we talking
Yeah, I'm
vocals,
about to say
I don't
Chris
think you get better
Brown.
than Tank. Tank is the best male vocalist I done heard.
Man, ain't no man on this planet sing better than Smokey Robinson when he's singing that shit, dog. Y'all tripping.
So Luther Vandross did an award show. And what's that lady name?
And I can't sleep on Gladys Knight either. Or Aretha Franklin.
True.
Cruising is made for love. Cruise, man, y'all tripping, man. And female, man, when we gonna talk female, see, I don't know too much about this, but when we gonna talk female R&B, and look, listen, I ain't got a broad spectrum of people. All I know is what I know. I'm going Adele or Etta James, man. Yeah.
Hey, I go straight Whitney Houston. I actually listen to Whitney Houston.
Yeah, but I don't think
Whitney
female fucking with Houston. Really, vocally and artistry wise.
I ain't gonna lie. Fantasia and what's that other girl? Fantasia and Jasmine Sullivan. Boy, look. And Jennifer Hudson too. Man, they got some pipes here, dog. Hey, but look, man, you gotta go listen to Etta James acapella. Man, and look, don't count out Sade. Man, I'm rocking with Sade, man. Yeah. No ordinary love. Man, stop playing.
Betty White, that's another vocalist.
What's that, man? Boot Boy, MG, I ain't got nothing.
Man, I already put my opinions on that.
Oh, all right. More to go. You don't got nothing on that? All right, bet then we're gonna move on to the next topic, you hear me? Next topic is, hey man, this is a little juicy one. Y'all ready for this? The next topic is your spouse allowed to have a friend of the opposite sex? You hear me? I'll go last.
Why you gotta go last? I say it depends. It depends.
Well, I'll go first on that note. Nah, hell nah. I mean, for what? They business, school, work related. What's going on? Man, you gotta talk to me. I talk back. Yeah. I was just saying that on there.
Like, if you know the context, that's it. As long as you know the context of the relationship, it's straight actual friendship. Like, because I mean, I got girlfriends that, I ain't never looked at them no type of way other than a female friend. So, like, if it's something like that, then and you know about it, then it's cool.
If you met them in the beginning and that friend was there, but if you in a relationship 3-5 years with your significant other, and then she get a friend of the opposite sex, no.
Yeah, I'd agree with that too. Yeah, they gotta be like, old people.
I'm definitely agreeing with that
they
too.
knew them before I came into the picture. I got to
man, y'all tripping, man. Stop. Man, y'all tripping. Stop being soft, man. I don't give a damn if it was 10 years old. Me boy that's cut off this date.
I mean, it's gonna be rules. The late night calls, or you going with them at dinner by yourself type of deal. Anything that a boyfriend's supposed to do, that's gonna have to cut off. But
that's a no for me.
But for me personally, So when I met my old lady, I cut off every female person that I was entertaining, and she did the same for me. So no, I'll feel the type of way.
Anybody else? More to go? Y'all want to say something?
You think that's a no across the board?
That's a no all the way across the
That's a
board,
no
man.
all the way across the board, man.
Man, well, look, bet that ain't last long. We're gonna move to the next question. Well, no, look. Yeah, we're gonna move to the next question. Is a man loved conditionally or unconditionally?
Hey, it depends. Because yeah, I think it depends on the age range. Like, because once you hit a certain age, different things start to matter. Like once you hit like a certain age, they look at it like you got to be a provider. Versus like whenever you was 18, you didn't have to do a lot to keep to keep a girl attention. But now when you in your late 20s, 30s, now it's like, hey, you got yourself together, you got a career, you got XYZ. So yeah, it depends on your what age bracket.
I just feel my love is unconditional, bro. Cause everybody can't get my love. That's just my opinion. You gotta work for that.
No,
You
look,
got to work for that.
wait. Let me elaborate. I mean, do you think a man can receive the same type of love that a woman and a child receive? Do you think a man can be loved under the conditions unconditionally to the point to where nothing he does can matter? And I'm gonna give you my opinion so you can further understand the question. I don't think a man will only be loved unconditionally, but it's under a condition that he provides and protects something. That's the only way a man is going to be loved. If a man does not provide and protect in his household, his wife will not be respectful. His wife will not be obedient. His wife will not bow down. His wife won't do anything that a wife is supposed to do. But if a man provides all that's necessary in that household, his wife will become what the Bible asks of her. That's why I feel a man is only loved under the conditions that he provide or protect.
I
Well,
True.
think it.
provide and protect. Provide
I
and
think.
protect.
I think
I think it go both ways. As in a relationship, you got a set of rules, and once you make rules in a relationship, it's under these conditions that we in this relationship. You know, so you might you might feel like you said, your wife can't have male friends. That's one of your conditions. You know, she might say you can't have female friends. That's one of her conditions. You know, so it's all about the relationship that you in. Cause I don't know nobody that just freely be able to do whatever they want, and the other person just gonna put up with it. You know, if you start smoking crack, you expecting your woman to just stay with you?
Nah. Look, let me take a little deeper dive, right? So the man will stay with the woman if she didn't have certain things. The woman won't stay with the man if he didn't have certain things. And what I mean by staying with the man, I don't mean like at the moment. I'm talking about in a under the pretenses that they have a fruitful long life. You get what I'm saying? It had nowhere has it ever been documented one of the relationships with dudes sleeping on the couch at his mama house and then move in with girls, she taking care of him. Those relationships have never lasted. They have never lasted. The lady always get tired and go to the next man who got a 9 to 5, a car, in his own house. That's just what they're going to look for. A woman, from the day a woman born, she is put into this world under the guise that someone have to provide and protect for her. So once they get older, And you'll run into a lot of little girls that'll put up with certain things. But once a woman become mature and they get older, then she actually steps into womanhood. She's gonna look for you to provide and protect for her. And when you don't do that, she's gonna go do what a woman is gonna do. She's gonna look for the next person that's gonna provide or protect for her. Is it wrong? I mean, it's subjective. You might think she's supposed to hold you down, but at what point do you? Hey, that brings up another question. At what point do you stop loving something that don't love you back? And you can say love is a lot of things, but if you can't come to a compromise and you can't come to a compromise and a settled agreement with the person that you lay with every night, then it's kind of like who can you feel me? Like if I made that make sense, y'all talk to me, I talk back.
Well, you could put the shoe on the other foot too. You know, as a man that's well to do, you looking for the mother of your child. If you feel like a woman don't have those characteristics, you're not finna stay in a relationship with her. If you don't feel like your woman is respecting your mind or your authority, you're not finna be in a relationship with her. So I think it's conditions on both sides. It's different conditions, but everybody have conditions with who they're gonna be with. I think the only people that's possibly gonna love you without condition is your parents. You know?
Man, personally, I feel like this. Hold on, Kyle, I just want to touch up on what you just said. We love women over here. We not bashing women at all. But when I say I feel like a woman is gonna feel like she's meant to be protected and provided, I'm not saying she's wrong for feeling like that. My daughter, I would hope someone will protect and provide for her. My sister, I would hope someone protect and provide for her. My cousins, aunties, you know, any female relative of mine, I would hope someone protect and provide for her. So I'm not saying she's wrong.
A woman want to be protected and provided for. A man want to be respected and admired. So if you with a woman that don't respect you or admire you, is you gonna stay with her?
Hey, let me talk to you, my African brother. Listen, that's what I'm about to get into next. You hear me? A woman expects wine was on Keisha, Kalisha, yeah, it was on. So look, a woman expects a man to protect and provide. A man, that's how she's felt love. Like when you embrace the show of affection, that's how she felt love, right? A man has felt love when he's shown respect. You hear me? We don't get lovey-dovey and all that all the time. There's some men more feminine than others. I ain't gonna say nothing about them. That's just how they choose to be. But then when you get a man, an alpha male, you hear me? Like a real, you know, predator in the wild. I probably shouldn't have said that. But when you get one of those, all he want to be is respected. When he walk in, you bow down. It don't matter. Man, a man can go and fight in the army in the war for 379 days straight. That first day he get home to a woman, and that affectionate love that she gonna show by fixing his bath water and cooking his dinner, you hear me? That's all the respect he needs. That's all the respect he needs just to continue to provide and protect for you. You hear me? Men is simple creatures, dog.
But a man can't be loved. I feel a man can't be loved unconditionally. Because in order for you to even be considered a man is conditioned.
That's what I'm trying to prove. All we can expect is respect. That's how we judge if you love us. But under the condition, how we would love, I'm talking about a real man, the men up here on this panel. The way we would love our women and our family, the way we would love our daughters, the way we would love our wives, you hear me? We loving them unconditionally, no matter what you do or what happens. Now, it's certain points you can cross when I say that. But I'm saying, like, I'll go to war with God for you.
I can't agree unconditional on a man. Like, it go both ways. I think both genders love with conditions. There's no such thing as a man just putting up with anything from a woman. He loving her under the conditions of the respect, like you said. A man and a woman is loving the man under conditions that he can protect and provide. Without those things, is the relationship not gonna go? You know, so I think both.
But a man can't be considered a man.
Say it again.
I said a man can't be considered a man till he achieves certain accolades in life. So no any woman gonna be with somebody that don't want to do nothing for themselves. Therefore, to Ellie's point, when it comes down to it, a man gotta take certain steps to be considered to get that love that we give. But a woman don't have to. A woman is naturally giving love to whoever she's committing to or dealing with. So when it comes down to it, I agree with LA because yeah, a man gotta go through so much and be pushed so much to even be considered a man in some people's eyes or most people's eyes.
Stuff too to
Hey, look, let
become
me
a
give you
woman
let
is
me
a
give you an
woman.
example. Let me give you an example. When you get with your wife, all you expect that. Now, let me say this first before I say women give birth. Giving birth is one of the biggest blessings on this planet. You hear me? So I salute every woman that then gave birth and will give birth or thinking about giving birth. So when I'm about to make this statement, I'm taking nothing from you when I say that. That's one of the biggest blessings on God's earth. You hear me? But listen, a man get with a woman. Hold on.
That's what I was gonna say on that topic until LA come back. My basically my point is men and women is different. So we're gonna express our love in different ways. You know what I'm saying? So just because we have to, as a man, have to put in that work to get that love from a woman, it don't mean that women not putting in the work to get it from a man. Because again, a man is looking for the mother of their children. So you looking for certain attributes that a woman must have for you to consider her to be a wife. You know what I'm saying? So both sexes have conditions. They look different, but it's still conditions on it.
I'm gonna
That's
still have
facts.
to agree with LA on that though, because you got 50-year-old people in the world that don't contribute to nothing in life, don't want to do nothing. A woman not gonna be with that, but a man would take a woman like that. So that means, like you said, the conditions is different, sure enough.
Real,
It's
But
different though.
a
real talk.
man
Look,
gotta
wait a
be
minute.
with certain.
But let me show you. That's what I was trying to explain. My bad, y'all. My fucking fire alarm went off. But that's what I was trying to explain to y'all, right? The conditions a man seek when he find a woman is not. Listen, he expect you to cook, clean house, and take care of kids. That's all a man really look for from a woman. You hear me? A woman looking from a man, pay all the bills. A
You
woman looking
saying
for
that's
you to
all we
buy a
looking?
house,
Wait a
pay
minute,
all the
before you
bills,
continue.
cut the grass,
Let's
fix the
not
car.
minimize that job though, because that's hard. You know, and
I'm
most
not
and most
minimum, right?
women, wait, most women that's also mothers have jobs too. It take two incomes to make it, so they not just cleaning and taking care of the kids; they working too. So you
That's
know what I'm
not
saying?
true because all women don't work. Mine don't. Mine's a stay-at-home mine. Been one for
You said
almost 10
most women,
years.
not yours. Most women got a
Yeah,
job.
but I'm just saying, therefore, everybody can't lay in that lane to that particular, yeah, because I feel like at the end of the day, I agree. Let's say I agree and disagree. I'm gonna just leave it like
Well,
that.
let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Your woman have certain rules that she got to abide by that you expect, though, right? Like if you
Right?
come home and the house is not clean, or if she's not taking care of the kids to your standard, you gonna stay with her?
Mm-hmm. No.
Okay, so that's a condition.
Right, but I'm also doing 10 times more than just that I'm still providing for the household in the one. I'm thinking for 5 people, not myself. I'm taking care of
Right.
all
I'm
bills,
not taking
all
away from
needs,
what you're
all wants.
doing. I'm just
No,
saying the
but
conditions are still there though.
I'm just saying, yes, the conditions are, but at the same time, even if those conditions were there, I will work with it. It's not like I'm gonna just up and leave. It's an ongoing thing because these are conditions that came with me. Now I would leave if you're not working towards fulfilling those conditions, sure enough. But a man can't get a woman without being somewhere in life. A woman don't want no man that ain't got nothing going on. So
Right, but
I just
how
feel
many
like
women put up with it though? They got plenty of women that'll put up with the man that's sleeping on the couch playing video games, and they a nurse and they taking care of the house, the kids, and everything else, and they not doing it. You know what I'm saying? So it can go
so
both ways.
Hey,
you
but I
think
think
there's
I
a
think that's
condition.
mostly women that had no father. Though. I think women that don't expect much from a man is women that didn't have a father.
I mean, but still, the fact still remain. We all have conditions on our love. Like if she not fulfilling her end of the bargain, no matter how easy you might think it is, it's still a condition. If she stopped doing that or not working towards doing it, you're not finna stay.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
but
feel that.
and I hear your point. You playing both sides, but the question was from is the man, and I hear you. The woman do got but I feel it's just a little different. So I'm gonna have to agree to disagree on some points of your statement.
I feel that.
Wine, what's Zam MJR? We see you. What's Zam? Welcome in. You hear me? Hey, ASI panel coming up in the next 24 minutes. You hear me? Yes, Lord. Anybody got anything else to add? Y'all want to say something else?
Let's go to the next one.
All right, man. We're gonna talk about sports real quick. Man, you know the World Cup just happened. But you know the World Cup just had its first ever Super Bowl style halftime show. And it caused a massive delay and rule violation with the time that it took to set it up and to act it out. It was considered too American by the broad international demographic of actual FIFA watchers. Madonna, Shakira, BTS, Burna Boy, and Justin Bieber was part of the lineup. You hear me? So what y'all think about that? That they said that it was too American to turn the FIFA, the World Cup, into a halftime show.
I mean, I missed it. I'm not too informed on that one, so I'm gonna have to say no comment right now. I'm gonna listen to what y'all say, and I'll give my opinion on that.
Yeah, I ain't got no comment either, bro, because I ain't watched that either.
Yeah,
I feel
MJR.
like
Yeah, it's over. Spain beat Argentina. Spain won. Go ahead, boo boy. My bad.
I feel like they should just stick to what they're doing. It worked for the fans that was in that type of dealing and that type of. So if this is the first time they felt like it was out of line or not worth it or no reason for it, not necessary, then there's no, stick to what y'all know. Halftime show is a different type of culture, different type of thing. Don't try to adapt or add on because the fans don't seek that. The whole idea is to please the fans and what they want. So if this was their first attempt on it and they failed, I feel like they shouldn't try it again.
Yeah, them doing anything with a halftime show, they trying to capture like the American audience because I don't think soccer really all that popular out here. Like I ain't never watched one soccer game, so I think they just trying to like expand to like a broader audience.
I'm not gonna say it's not popular. It's popular, but a halftime show is a halftime show, man. If you think about it, man, it's just for entertainment, man.
Yeah, that is true. But the fans of their sport ain't. They don't want to be entertained by that type of. That's not their thing. And then if you're gonna compare it to, American, like it good or bad, up or down, it's like the fans of their sport just don't want that type of activity. If it was a good show or a bad show, they didn't give the applause on. Yeah, this was all the critique. Most of the critiques was like, nah, this ain't what we looking for. So I feel like they should just stick to what they doing.
Yeah, 'cause from what I understand is like soccer is the biggest thing, the biggest sport, but America kind of don't, kind of rock with it or whatever. So they trying to
So they
kind of
trying to kind of
Americanize it
Americanize it.
to get our market too. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Because it's
saying,
Hey
big over
MJR,
here in
I
Brazil and
only
all of
caught
that.
my bad. MJR, I only caught like highlights. I only kept up with it because I was gonna be on here talking about it. No, go ahead. You can finish. I was just answering the chat.
That's basically what I was saying. Is I think they just using that to try to kind of Americanize it a little bit to get our market to get on the boat. Uh, Soccer is big outside of the states. Everywhere else it's kind of like one of the biggest sports, if not the biggest.
Okay. Well, look, man, we're gonna move on. Hey, ASI panel in the next 20 minutes. Y'all tune in, tell a friend to come and holler at me. You hear me? But look, our last topic of the night, we're gonna do our little entertainment section. Man, look, suggest your favorite action movie to watch and tell us what's your favorite action movie of all time.
I mean, if we talking about action, strictly just action, and it's from when it starts till it ends. I don't think you get better than John Wick.
Yeah, John Wick. Yeah, John Wick. Oof. I don't know, 'cause I was gonna say Avengers or like I don't know. John Wick's pretty tough to compare with, man.
What about the
'Cause
Mission
John Wick.
Impossibles?
I mean, yeah, but John Wick, like he say, action, like action pack. Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
have to
from
agree
beginning
with
to
that
end.
CEO now.
Man, hey, Terminator or Rambo? Oh God.
I'm gonna have to agree with that. John Wick, all full John Wick's got action.
Yeah, I'm
Every
gonna
two
go.
minutes,
For
every
my
2 minutes,
my
something
action
happens.
Something happened.
my action movie to suggest that you go watch is either not John Wick, Terminator or Rambo. My favorite action movie of all time. Man, I ain't gonna cap, dog. My favorite action movie of all time. I'm gonna go Expendables, and only because it had everybody in it that was my people. Everybody that was in Expendables, that's my lineup. You know what I mean? All of them. Yeah.
Man, I really like some older stuff like Demolition Man, or really my favorite all time is really Fifth Element.
Man,
That might be
Demolition
right.
Man, a good one though. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
We have to probably
We have to
go
probably
with my
go with
recommendation,
my
maybe
recommendation.
Triple X3.
I think my all-time favorite is Mechanic, one or two. Any Jason Statham, I think how you say his last name, movies. Like, yeah, I'm a big
Yeah.
fan of them.
I'm going
I ain't gonna lie,
I'm
Transporter.
going
Crank.
Transporter.
Yeah, but Crank though for Jason Statham, Crank and Liam Neeson. No cap, Liam Neeson, but for Jason
Mm-hmm.
Statham, Crank and Homefront. Man, that was Homefront was actually shot in Rayville, Louisiana. Shout out that boot, man. Yes, Lord.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
used to have the
Homefront was a
ringtone
good
from
movie.
Crank. That used to be my phone ringtone.
God, hey, Fast and the Furious too, though. I gotta give Fast and the Furious an honorable mention. It's just because of the franchise of it. You
Yeah, I think they overdid it, but they had some good ones. I agree. But Homefront was a great movie.
A great
I
movie.
like that
Yeah,
one.
I like that.
it was shot in Rayville, Louisiana, man. If y'all ain't never watched that, check that out. It's starring Jason Statham. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
man, I ain't gonna lie, for the movie though, I gotta say
My
man, they got
recommendation
My
this.
is Triple X
recommendation.
3, but also if nobody ever seen Black and Blue, Tyrese is in it, and it's about a female cop that end up seeing the cops commit a crime, and is on her body cam, and not all the corrupt cops is trying to kill her.
Man, hey,
So
look,
that's a good one.
So that's a good one.
if y'all want a good
It's called
action
Black
TV
and Blue.
show,
Black and Blue.
if y'all want a good action TV show, go check out Spartacus House of Asher. You hear me? And if you want to punch a little movie, man, go watch Arena. Arena. Man, it's like some gladiator style fighting action. Man, look, dog, to this day, that was the best. Man, it was better than Spartacus to me. No cap. But look, hey, check out that Spartacus House of Asher. Julius Caesar on there cutting up, dog.
Are we talking TV series? I'm gonna say King of Tulsa. Check that out. And they got a series called Strike Back. It's like a military type of deal. That's straight action.
Man, shout out Tulsa King again, man. I put my daddy on that Tulsa King and that Godfather of Harlem. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
Yeah, another good movie is War Machine. If y'all never seen that, that'd be my recommendation. War
Oh yeah,
Machine.
with the dude that's playing Jack Reacher. What's his name?
I believe so. When he went to war basically with AIs, well,
Right.
machinery. You know what I'm
His
saying?
best
Yeah.
friend ended up dying, and he was trying to become a Long Ranger.
Yeah. No, his brother. Yeah, he was trying. Yep,
Yeah,
yep, 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 yep,
yeah,
yep.
that's a good one. That's a good one right there.
Yeah, I say watch War Machine if y'all ain't see it. And I
Yeah, we
don't
watched the
really like
Paul
too many
series.
war movies.
Hey man, Power cool, but if y'all want a pressure little TV show like that, me and my wife got caught up watching All the Queen's Men. Hey man, hey, I ain't gonna lie, it got you gotta fast forward some time if you a dude, you know what I'm saying, or just look away, you know what I'm saying, because it's like you gotta watch it though. I'm talking about the gangster shit that happening. Yeah, you gonna tune in for that, but it's like you gonna see what I'm talking about. Some parts you just fast forward, dog.
Hey, you talking about Shawty with the strippers
With the
around her?
strippers around.
Yeah, Eva Marcel. Yeah, yeah. She running a strip club,
Yeah,
a male strip club. Yeah.
yeah. My girl be watching it from
You
time to
watching that?
time.
Hey,
I
but
don't
she
really
gang,
watch
I
that
don't really
type of
watch
she
shit.
that type
gangsta
of.
as a dog though, boy. Hey, look,
Yes, she
man,
is.
listen.
Yes, yeah.
With the Pool Universe, Raising Canaan, that's a good one too. Uh, the one that's playing Unique, he did his thing on the Joey Badass. Like he kind of showed himself as a act. He kind of reminded me like a Tupac and Juice, and the way he kind of transformed himself for that character is like he got some acting chops. Cause it's like I don't
Okay.
need.
Because it's
It's
like
kind
I
of
don't
like
need. It's
Denzel
kind of like
Washington.
Denzel
Anything he
Washington.
play,
Anything he plays,
with how big he
with how
is,
big he
whenever he
is.
playing the
Whenever he
character, you
playing
don't
the
see
character, you don't
Denzel. He
see
actually that
Denzel.
character. He really lost
He
himself in
really
that
lost his.
character. Unique.
Okay, for sure, for sure. Anybody got anything else they want to add?
Yeah, I just want to
Yeah,
say
I just
my
want to say
apologies.
my
Everybody, my
apologies.
phone
Everybody. My
died and my
phone
service
died
is
and my
bad
service
over
is
there.
bad.
So my fault, fellas. My fault, chat.
But say it again. I couldn't hear you. It was echoing a little bit.
Echoing a little bit.
I just wanted to say my apologies from earlier. My phone service was tripping, and then my phone had died on me, so that's why I kept coming in and out. But my bad, y'all, and my bad to the chat.
Yep. Okay.
Well,
Cool.
look, on that note,
Well,
too,
look,
I
on
want to
that note, too, I
apologize,
want
too, for
to.
coming in a little late, you know.
Oh, my bad. All right. With that said, you heard me, that'll be a wrap. That's another episode of Controversial Conversation, episode 4. I'm Los Angeles Street Vlogs. You got Jay Beast, you got Money Good, and you got Flawless, the great one. You hear me? And Boot Boy. You got Boot Boy. We all from Louisiana. You hear me? So look, y'all tap in tomorrow night, same time. Hey, look, give me a second. We about to go back live. ASI panel. You hear me? Let's talk about Atlanta street vlog. You know? I mean, Atlanta street interviews. I said it wrong. Man, look, we'll be right back. Y'all take a little break. Let me pay some bills. You hear me? And that's a wrap.